I've been using the Apple Watch Series 7 for a month now. Personally, I'm someone who cannot go a day without a watch on my wrist, and over the past couple of years I have tried different analog watches, and this is my first ever smartwatch or my first ever Apple Watch. And in this video I'm gonna share my impression on this Apple Watch Series 7 as a first time owner. And to give some sort of structure to this video, I'm gonna break it down into three parts. First, what features I got for my watch. Second, how I use my watch on a daily basis. And three, some things that I really didn't like about the watch. So let's get to it. Hey, what's up everyone? If you're new here, my name is Asla and I'm a software engineer based in Prague. And to start with, what features I have for my Series 7. So I got the 41mm Apple Watch Series 7, the cellular version in midnight aluminum. I have relatively smaller wrist, so between 41 and 45mm, 41mm was a clear choice to me. And I currently have the watch on a mid sport band that came with it. I went for the aluminum casing because stainless steel is a bit more heavier than aluminum, and as a first time Apple Watch user, I wanted to see how it's going to suit my lifestyle before I make a $300 more expensive choice. And on the plus side, aluminum is more scratch resistant than stainless steel. And to set up the Apple Watch, I finally got to use the Watch app on my iPhone, and it is such an easy process that once you set up, your Apple Watch gets synced to all your other Apple devices, which is always pretty cool, all thanks to the Apple ecosystem. Even before I got the Apple Watch, I was most excited for its health features. Along with tracking your fitness goals, you can also invite your friends to your workout challenges. And it's not only that it counts your calories and activities, but it also tracks other aspects of your body, like how long you have been sitting. And with Series 7, you can now record the oxygen level in your blood. And as someone who sits a lot at work, it's quite useful to get a reminder to stand up every 1 hour and move around at least for a minute. And during the day, when my phone is not around, I find myself texting and calling people straight from the watch. With the Series 7's larger display, it makes it more convenient to use the keyboard, and there's more room to type or swipe. But I mainly use the voice command feature, which I find personally a lot faster and easier. The best part of having an Apple Watch is that you can customize the watch face to match your outfit of the day. I mostly use the new Series 7 watch face that takes up all the screen space on the new bleeding edge display. With always on display, it's worth customizing your watch face to have that consistent look. The amount of customization you can do is just endless with the different watch faces, dial colors and shapes available. And on top of this, you can also add multiple complications to these watch faces like weather, music or any other standard apps. And with the latest watchOS, the accessibility feature lets you control the watch with one hand. This is mainly designed for disabilities, but for whatever reasons, if you can only use one of your hands, you can use this feature to navigate the watch with these hand movements. Walkie-talkie is a fun and simple way to connect with another user with a compatible Apple Watch. So let's say your friend owns an Apple Watch and like using a real walkie-talkie, I can press a button to talk and release to listen when I'm ready for them to reply. So this was a feature that I was not aware that is available on Apple Watch, and it came quite surprising to me. Even though I have the cellular version of the Apple Watch, I was not able to activate it because my carrier does not support Apple Watch in my country. There is only one carrier that supports Apple Watch where I am, and it is quite strange to me why other carriers don't support them. But at the moment, I don't have the need to go cellular on the watch because most of the time my phone is within 100 meters radius to me. 100 meters is not that bad if there's no other obstacles. Even at the gym, I can keep my phone in the locker and still work out with all other cellular features. So, if you're someone who's looking to invest in a cellular Apple Watch, make sure you check with your carrier that whether they support Apple Watch. Because if I want to go for a run and I don't want to carry my phone with me, even though I have a cellular Apple Watch, it's not possible just because my carrier does not support it. But if you still want to go for it, if you think like you're going to change your carrier or you're going to change your country later on in the future, it will be still good to know that you have the feature to help you do that. So at least that's what I'm telling myself. So now let's talk about the battery life. I use my Apple Watch for pretty much everything. I use it for making calls, text messages, music, podcasts, and I find myself plugging it in almost every day. Even though Apple claims it has up to 18 hours of battery life, I don't seem to quite get that. Maybe it's only 18 hours if you're just using it to check your time, not using quite extensively like me. And since I have a bedtime reminder set up, almost every day I get the reminder to plug it in before my bedtime. Speaking of bedtime, there's one feature on the Apple Watch that I have not been utilizing over the last 1 month: sleep tracking. I have a strict no devices policy when I sleep, so I was hesitant to take my Apple Watch with me to the bed. But in order to test, I did wear my watch once to my sleep and to see how the sleep tracking works. I found out that it gives you this data on how sound your sleep was the previous night. I don't think the data I have here is accurate. Maybe I should wear it more often to the bed to get more accurate results, but sleeping with the watch personally needs a bit more getting used to. So I'm personally fascinated how this small piece of tech can do almost everything that your smartphone can, except the cameras of course. And I'm still finding out new features on this almost every day. And if you're one of the long-time Apple Watch users and you have a few tips and tricks that you can share with me, let me know in the comments below. And along with my Apple Watch, I also got this AirPods 3rd Gen, and I'm doing a tech review on this real soon. Stay subscribed for it if you haven't already to be one of the first one to catch it. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.